Welcome back to Go Bridge TV. Yesterday was what we had was match day 4. Was the start of match day 4 in UEFA Champions League, and we had some very entertaining and exciting matchups yesterday. We had Sporting CP against Manchester City, which was actually Ruben Amorim's dress rehearsal for the United job, so to speak, and no better way to have a dress rehearsal than to play with his new employees' greatest rivals, Manchester City. And I will tell you, United fans will be licking their lips after what they saw. It was a masterclass destruction against City. They were trashed 4-1 by Ruben Amorim. Well, and that was like it was a crazy match. It was a crazy match. Star striker Gyokeres came up with 3 goals, 2 penalties and a goal. Haaland was Foden scored for Man City. Haaland did score. Then I can't remember the other person that scored for Sporting CP. But it was an interesting match. It was a wonderful, exciting, and it was actually Ruben Amorim's last match as Estadio Alvagade. I hope I got it correct. That's the name of the Sporting CP stadium. It was the last home match, and of course after the match he was celebrated by the players and everything. But the winners of that tie, it's not even Sporting CP, neither is it Ruben Amorim, but it's Manchester United, the club. With that matchup, not just the goal, not just the scoreline, but even the way they played, it shows that Ruben Amorim actually has something in his locker. Lots of people have said Sporting CP are doing so well, Gyokeres is going so well, Ruben Amorim did so well at Sporting CP because it's the Portuguese league. The league is not so it's not so competitive like the EPL. But for him to give that kind of masterclass performance for Sporting CP, to give that masterclass of a performance against Manchester City, it just shows that Ruben Amorim has something in his locker. He has some tactics up his sleeves that he could use to turn United's side around. Well, will it be an instant turnaround? I really much doubt it, especially with the crop of players at United. Anthony still needs to go. Rashford needs to return to the Rashford of old that we knew when he was just coming of age. We still need to see the best of Haaland and even Zexi. Bruno Fernandes probably. I can't remember whether he played under Ruben Amorim, but it's a Sporting CP alumni, so probably he'll be able to match in and blend into Amorim's tactics easier than every other person. But let's see how it goes. But I don't expect an instant turnaround. But it looks good for United. It looks good for United. In the next couple of seasons, they will probably be challenging, and hopefully for them finally get back to the position, to the place they are meant to be, where they was known them to be during the Ferguson era. But that wasn't the only match that took place yesterday. A host of other matches took place, but I just want to pick up the most exciting of the bunch. We had another shocker, so to speak. I really don't know what's happening at Bernabeu. I don't know what's happening in Madrid. It's been, for a team that won the La Liga, yes, and the Champions League last season, you actually be expecting more, especially when a whole Kylian Mbappe came into the side this season. We expected them to go from that level to supernova, but well, what can we say? It was a lackluster performance. They were destroyed by Milan 3-1 yesterday. It was another shocker of the defense. I know when Madrid played Barcelona, I talked about Hansi Flick's his tactics, but I also pointed out Real Madrid's defensive error, the lack of communication between Rudiger and Militao, the space given between Rudiger and Militao. And 2 weeks after, we're still seeing the same errors. The first goal for Milan was just for a Madrid side that has that kind of defense, conceding from a set piece from Militao nodding. He didn't even jump too high, just in between the defenders, just poked in the goal. It's not nice. Then a Madrid alumni, Morata, who is now at Milan, scored the second goal. It was just a striker's instinct, because immediately Rafael Leao was with the ball and about to score, the way Morata just sensed that ball would be parried by Andre Lunin, Madrid keeper, and just kept on running. so that as the ball just was powered to him, it seemed as if it was offside. It was offside, but he wasn't at all. He was just clean space, just him and an empty net to guide the ball to. And well, the man ended up 3-1. Madrid equalized, and Madrid came back 2-1, but Milan scored a third, and it was another shocker. Another shocker in the league. Another shocker we had again was Celtic winning 3-0 against Leipzig, although at home. Liverpool won by Leverkusen 2-0 and the rest. But the two matches actually tickled my fancy or caught my attention was that Man City, Sporting CP versus Man City, and Real Madrid versus AC Milan. So, well, good one, as I said, for Ruben Amorim. He has one more match to play on the weekend. Then after that, off to United he goes and to start a new life and hopefully do better for them at Manchester. Then I know that also lead to a whole lot of, probably a host of exodus from Sporting CP. One person in particular was their star striker, Gyokeres. I still don't understand how no big European club has gone for him. No disrespect to Sporting CP, they're also a big club in their own rights, but no big European giant, no Madrid, no Manchester City, or City has Haaland, no United, no Chelsea, and the rest. Although yes, Arsenal has been linked to him over many seasons, but they've still not decided to go for him. Now that Ruben Amorim has left, I know there could be a possibility of him leaving, and that possibility could see him leaving to United too. Ruben Amorim could take him to United, which will transform the attack, I'll show you, because that guy's movement, he has a movement, he has a pace, he has a strength, he has a goal scoring instinct. He was just there on show yesterday. Even the goal he scored, apart from the 2 penalties, the other goal he scored, it was a striker's instinct to hold up the defender, the young Heskey, hold him down and chip the ball over Ederson and goal. It was fantastic. I would be surprised. He might not move by January, but I'll be surprised if by next summer, the end of next summer transfer window, he's still at Sporting CP. It would just be shocking for me as far as I'm concerned. And I really hope, as an Arsenal fan, I hope Arteta decides to get a striker, find once and for all, and somebody in the mode of Ruben Amorim. And here Arsenal has been linked to Isaac and Kudus of West Ham, and it just shows that if it's true, it shows that Arteta is a coach that is not really sure of what he wants, because those two guys were actually linked to Arsenal when we had Sociedad and then it was Kudus again, Ajax respectively, and they would have been far more cheaper than how much they would be right now. If those players would be closer around the £100 million mark, at least, either below or a little bit above. And I know back then they would have gotten them for probably less than even 50. So it just shows that. But that's by Arsenal. But let's not talk about Arsenal today. If we're talking about Gyokeres, talking about what Ruben Amorim did, it was a master class of a match, and I wish him all the best at Manchester United. Then also I hope Madrid gets their mojo back before it's too late, because I think they are 7 points off the top, and Barca is taking the lead. If not, that's the end of the La Liga for them. And the way it's looking with the kind of performances they are bringing up in the Champions League, I don't see them. They might not qualify from that group or even end up going to the playoff, which would be disastrous for a team and a mode of a Madrid, for a Real Madrid side. No, it's not something. It's unheard of. It's unheard of over the years. So I hope Ancelotti. It's Ancelotti, of course, Nahaba. The guy he has lots of tricks, a lot of years of experience, and he has led Madrid to lots of titles. Apart from other clubs, he has done it. So I know he will find his way out of this. But the earlier they do it, the better. I think one of the issues in goal scoring is even Mbappe. Madrid needs a 9, a striker. They could probably be looking at Gyokeres in January on the summer. They need a striker. Mbappe is good in his right, but he's not a 9. Mbappe is good at the left wing, where Vinicius is actually occupying. And even this 4-4-2 they play now with Mbappe and Vinicius, they just have pace and trickery. They don't have that the other qualities of a striker, like hold up play, physicality, and all those things. And it won't do well for them going forward. It won't do well for Madrid going forward if they don't get a striker who has a physique, who has a strength. Someone like, I always talk about him, someone like Harry Kane, someone like Although Lewandowski is old, but somebody in that mode, a point man, a target man. Madrid, they really do need that. But that's all for the match. Today we have another round of matches again, still from match day 4. Let's see how it goes. Thank you for joining. See you later. This is Go Beach TV.